You know, it seemed like for 10 years I was having to be so patient. And I got very angry with them, I got angry with myself, and I was not proud of any of that.
Right, let's see what this says. I'm not proud of this, but... Oh gosh.
I'm not proud of this, but sometimes I lose patience with people, with life. I didn't realise that I was such an impatient person, but I suppose I am. You spend most of your life trying to be patient with circumstance. With children, especially young children, the patience needed for very young children is astronomical.
Is it, you have to tell a story about something you did in your past life?
And then as life goes on, to be patient with jobs, with opportunities, and then to be impatient with the people you love because they don't move so fast, they don't think as quick. And then of course one is caught out because very often I don't think as quickly as I used to. I used to think very quickly. So I'm not proud of my impatience.
I'm not proud of this, but my missus doesn't know I still smoke. So yeah, supposed to give up about a year ago when we had a child, and stresses of fatherhood, and you know, it's a form of release, have a cigarette. So yeah, I take a cheeky cigarette here and there, mainly when I'm working, I'm not at home.
I'm not proud of my impatience with the weather, with people, with dog poo. I'm not proud. I get cross a lot of the time. And here comes a dog. I love it, right on cue.
Her not knowing that I smoke is a bit shit, but I do it away from her, so at least there's no smells or whatever, and away from the baby, of course.
Okay, I can tell you a story about something I did in my past life. I was in Nepal in 1995, and we were staying in a hotel in Kathmandu. We were on the 3rd or 4th floor, and on the 2nd floor there was a group of Indian people staying in a room. And in India and Nepal, the doors on hotel rooms, you can lock them from the outside and from the inside. And one evening, we came back to the hotel, we'd been drinking, and the door of these Indian people was closed. And just because I thought it would be funny, I slid the bolt across, so locked the door from the outside. And a couple of minutes went by, and I started to hear bang, 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 bang noises. And I thought to myself, oh, somebody will come and open the door. But they didn't. And this went on for about 20 minutes, half an hour.
When you're stuck with a quirk, a personality, a disorder, if you like. I mean, I recognised very early on I was a very impatient person, impatient to get on, impatient to do, impatient to find, impatient to see, impatient to move. Do you know, I think the first time I was brought face to face with this impatience was when I had children. Little children, it's a nightmare. You know, for about 5 or 6 years, and in my case I had two quite wide apart, you know, it seemed like for 10 years I was having to be so patient. And I got very angry with them, I got angry with myself, and I was not proud of any of that.
And then there was a pause in the knocking noise, and then suddenly I heard glass breaking, and I heard a voice saying, "I don't believe you." And what had actually happened was, one of the Indian people had jumped out of the window and 2 stories. He'd got a broken foot. Then he'd gone around the front of the hotel. He tried knocking on the glass door. The kid guarding the lobby overnight was asleep, and no matter how much he banged on the glass, he couldn't wake the kid up.
She knows if I go out to the pub or whatnot, I may have a cigarette, but not smoking when I'm at work or whatever. I may tell her, oh, I've pinched a fag from colleague here and there, little white lies, but yeah, I do need to tell her.
So in the end, they broke the door, and then the kid did wake up. And then, of course, the Indians told, the kid said, "Why did you break the door?" And then the Indians said, someone locked us in our room. We had no other way of getting out. And of course, the boy said, "I don't believe you." And then the following morning, there was the boy with a black eye, because one of the Indians had hit him. So I'm responsible for someone getting a broken foot and black eye.
I can sometimes lose my self in a relationship until I do something really embarrassing, maybe, which is, to me, well, not embarrassing, but where I've lost self-control, or somebody's made me lose my self-control to the point of me getting angry and reacting, and instead of responding. Yes, I've actually done that a couple of times in my life, more than a couple. However, sometimes it has been for the right reasons, and it was probably my Scorpio stinger, which has come out to protect me and my peace, I suppose, and myself.
Well, it's quite possibly, I wouldn't say proud, but it's more a case of I would have second thoughts that I actually resigned from a job. Didn't have another job to go to, and I made a decision for various reasons that I didn't want to contribute my taxes to the individuals that made my life unpleasant.
As you know, that a scorpion will just back itself up and sting itself, or either sting what's in front of it without realising. But in the aftermath, you do sort of think about it, and I have come to the realisation that maybe that was the most appropriate thing to do. So I'm not really sure if I feel bad about that or good about that. But at the moment, at that time, I don't obviously feel good about it. But I do practice a lot of patience. So I suppose, being human, we've only got so much patience though. So I'll just justify it by saying that.
I gave up a lot, no income, no support, but I had savings that I wanted to buy a house, which I've had to forego. So I wouldn't say I was proud of it, but I did it for the right reasons at the right time.
But then it's called life, comes out of left field, and husbands get poorly and get ill, irrevocably ill, and you have to be very patient with that. You have to be supremely patient with that. Otherwise, it's just unkindness. And so I'm not proud of feeling impatient with my poor husband.
It was a difficult one, but I'm still here. And that happened in 1996. But then you go through life and you think, well, what's really important to you? And my family are more important to me than a job. So I made sure that I was around for my mother every day until she died.
Need to probably walk away from people at the first instance of when they show me who they really are. And I should just practice that, and that's it, I will be fine. But I do give too many chances sometimes, so it's not a bad thing, but it's not healthy either.
I think I could possibly be a nicer, calmer, more patient person. And I am trying, but I'm not proud of that characteristic.